So, as you guys probably already could tell from the title of this video, yes, I did get fired from my job. No, I didn't steal anything. No, I didn't, commit like a major crime. So, let me start by saying this. Customer service sucks. And I'm not the greatest at customer service. I do not work well with people. I'm just gonna go out and say that now. I do not work well with people. I just don't. My previous job, which will be known as Five Guys, they have open kitchens. The people that are on the line also have to do cash register and customer service. Because I was in that line of work, I had to do, had to be a cashier most of the time. So, this was Saturday. I did not get fired on Saturday. I actually got fired on Wednesday. So it's Saturday. Just clocked in. I couldn't really eat anything because I just woke up at that point. There were 4 people on the line, which is a little short for my liking or for anyone's liking. It was me, another crew member, and 2 managers on the line. And we were actually pretty steady at that point. I was not in the best of moods because I needed food in my system. I was working on an empty stomach. I know that's not a good idea to begin with, but I like to just wake up and go to work. That's just my thing. I'm probably going to be fixing that when I get to my new job. I'm going to open up slightly early. No, I'm going to wake up slightly early to just like quickly eat something, to get something into my stomach before my lunch break. That was like my main issue going into Five Guys. Was I would just literally just wake up, walk to work, and that was it. So there was nothing into my system. I was getting pretty not angry, but like I was getting antsy. I was really, really hungry. I wanted to eat something. So it's about 4:30. It was like slightly, but I think it was a little earlier than 4:30. I go up to this guy at the counter. I say, hey, what can I get for you? I wasn't that rude to the guy. Like, I probably said something. It was probably, I might not have said something in the good way. I wasn't like seriously rude to the guy. I wasn't like, what the fuck do you want, asshole? I wasn't like that. I also wasn't like, oh my god, what do you want? I wasn't like that at all. I was like, what would you like today? I didn't say hi or anything. That was probably, you didn't say hi to a customer. Oh boy. But I wasn't supremely rude to the guy. So, I don't even know if it was a guy or a girl, because it was a complaint. So, I go up to the guy, I said, hey man, what would you like? I didn't say, hey man, that's right. I said, what would you like today, sir or ma'am? He's like, can I get a burger? I'm like, you want like cheese or bacon on it, or... He's like, I want a cheeseburger. He's like, well, what would you like on it? He told me what I like on it. I put it in the thing. What do you want it on it? Do you want a drink or a fry or something? He's like, sure. So put him a drink or a fry. I didn't ask what size he wanted. That was apparently a big deal for the guy. So put him in for a small fry and a regular drink. So did that, rung him up, called back to Patty's. He took his receipt. I said, here's your receipt, have a good night. That was that. It was his first time apparently, so I should have been like, alright, well here's the number we call. I should have been like that, but I didn't because I was focused on trying to eat something because I was hungry. Alright, so he also got a shake. Actually, yeah, he did get a shake. That's right, he got a regular drink and a shake, I think. So I made a shake, I called out his shake number, order, 50, your shake is ready, here you go. And then I immediately walk away, got my food, got out of there to eat something. And apparently the guy took it as like, I wasn't helped. I felt like, the guy apparently felt like he wasn't wanted there, and I wasn't helpful at all, and I was like supremely rude to the guy. All I wanted to do was go on lunch, which that part was true. All I really wanted to do was just eat some food, man. That's all I wanted. So, and apparently his food was like supremely terrible too, I guess. But I'm not the one that made the food. I just made his shake and took his order. That's all I did. But at the end of it, he said, "This is the first and last time I'm here." Now, what makes that complaint really bad for me was that Five Guys takes their complaints to a whole nother level, like up to fucking here, man. They take their complaints to a whole nother. They take their complaints up to the fucking moon because of that shit. Because one bad mouth is like 1,000 times. It's like 1,000 times worse than spreading good things, which is true. I do, it is true. I agree. But the guy's friends was just like, "Oh, you should go to Five Guys. They're so great." Everyone. He went there his first time, had a terrible experience. Like, I'm never going back here again. Five Guys takes their complaints to a whole different level. Apparently, was my second customer complaint in 10 months. And that's fireable, apparently. And I'm just like, hold on a second. 2 in 10 months is fireable. My first complaint was way back last year. I think it was like in June or July. That was my first customer complaint. And the customer was just like, the guy was unhelpful, blah blah blah. Kind of the same thing, but not to this extent. It was like, it wasn't a formal complaint, I guess. It was like, hey, this guy was rude to me, what the fuck. I think it was verbal. I'm not sure. But then this comes, second complaint in 10 months. I'm sorry, you're fired. So I did cry in front of my boss. I'm just like, well, I mean, okay. I did cry in front of my boss. I did do that. So I'm just sitting there baffled, like, really, you guys? You're gonna fire me for that? And then my boss is like, I'm sorry. Out of all the bullshit that's one of the managers is telling the district manager, they're trying to. I already knew they were trying to get me fired to begin with. So that manager was filling the district manager up with bullshit about me, and that didn't help. And I'm just like, I guess he got what he fucking wanted, and I just walked out. So my boss, I didn't just walk out. My boss came up. My boss hugged me, man. He's like, this hurts. I guess he said, out of all the people I fired already, I didn't care. They were assholes, or they were just bullshit workers. But this one hurts because I have an amazing work ethic, according to him. So he got up, he hugged me, he said, "If you need anything at all, put me down as a reference. If you need anything, please let me know." And I said, I was still in tears. I'm like, "All right, yes, sir." So that happened. So in the meantime, I went on, even before then, like between the call I got on Monday morning, said, "Hey, Sean, you mind coming in before your shift on later today, or we can do it Wednesday morning, because I want to talk to you." This is before he fired me. I'm like, "Can I woke up, I'm just because I was just going to bed. I think I was either just going to bed or just about to fall asleep. It's like, "Can I do it Wednesday morning?" He's like, "Yeah." So I'm like, "All right." I asked him if I'm fired. He says, "I want you to come in on Wednesday to talk about it." He didn't say no. So I'm just like, it's hanging now. I may have been fired or not. So I hung up. I was in a very anxious mood for several days. Pretty much since Sunday, but Monday kind of confirmed the suspicion of, okay, I'm probably fired because of that. So, and then I get a text from my boss Tuesday morning. He said, "Remember, you're not working tonight." I'm like, "I'm not. Thought I was." He's like, "No, you're not." I'm like, "I mean, okay." I just saw it as like, we're just gonna take like you're just gonna take a few days off, and then you're gonna go back to work. That's legitimately what I thought, because he said he wanted to talk to me on Wednesday, but he did not say bring your uniform. So I'm just like, maybe he's just gonna give me like, maybe he's gonna cut my pay, slap on the wrist, say, "This happens again, you're going to be fired." I honestly thought that was gonna happen. So Tuesday came. I'm like, all right, so I magically have the day off. I spoke to my friends, like, well, I guess I have the day off. I might get fired. So I went on Indeed. That's not how I actually type. I would probably have carpal tunnel by the time I stopped doing this. But went on. Oh, Jesus Christ! Ow! I hit my knee on the table. So I went on Indeed. I updated my resume. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do this. And I was looking at jobs. Save this job. I didn't want to apply for it because it wasn't confirmed that I was fired. So I did that. I saved a bunch of jobs. I was already stressing. This was before my final paycheck, and I was running really low on food. I only had like a few, like a pound, like a pound or two of beef, and like sour cream, and like slices of cheese, and that was about it. That's all I had. So this was before my final paycheck, where I had to pay my rent, my cell phone bill. I have to buy this, that, and the other thing, and I have to have all my rent. And it's just like, just a bunch of financial stuff that I have to take care of before I'm set. It's fine. I can always just tell my landlord, like, hey, I lost my job. I need to take care of a few things. Here's like only this much amount. It is going to be most of it, but I'm going to say, hey, I'm really, really sorry. I'm short on rent this time. I'll even pay you interest next time when I get a job. I just lost my job. Yada yada yada. So my landlord's like really understanding of that. So I'm glad I can actually trust and rely on my landlord that he'll give me a break. So okay. That was the thing. That that happened. Okay. that was the point. Okay. So yeah, so I'm glad that he's trustworthy and I can rely on him for that, because all of this is completely fucked up. I loved working with Five Guys. That was the thing. But what set me back was the customer service, because I hate dealing with fucking asshole people. Because down to the bottom of it, down at the very bottom of it, people are going to be assholes, and they're going to be assholes to you. And whether you like it or not, they're just going to want to see, they're just going to want to completely ruin your day, or probably ruin your job. Because a lot of people are like that, to be honest. I've seen it happen multiple times to myself and to others. So that was the last day. Sunday was the last day of my job, officially. Actually, no, I shouldn't say that. Sunday was the unofficial last day of my job. Wednesday was the official last day, because I got fired on Wednesday. My last day was really Sunday. So what does this mean for the channel? I have been streaming every now and again. I just haven't been in the right mood to do videos, because, oh my god, I'm stressing out. I got fired. How am I going to get money? YouTube's monetization is is weird. I'm not making that much money on YouTube, so I can't support myself till I find a new job. It's just a bunch of it's just a bunch of shit happening all at once. So I am gonna come at YouTube again, hopefully later tonight or tomorrow, or I mean later today or even later today because it's 3 o'clock in the morning. But I'm honestly hoping that this gets around. Just be nice to the register people. That's all I have to say for this. Just understand the person taking your order is probably having a really bad day. Now, some of you might argue, well, it's their job to be nice to me. Well, I mean, it is their job to be nice to you, but everyone has bad days, man. You don't need to make their day even worse just because they're having a bad day. If the food is terrible, that is a correct that is a good way of complaining about something. Like, oh shit, my food was really bad. Fries were stale and patties were cold, veggies were hot, because that's totally the opposite of what's supposed to be done about a hamburger. But everything was just bad about the burger. That's an appropriate way of filing a complaint. If the cashier person is, say for example, cashier comes up, she was like, what the fuck do you want? And you're just like, I want a burger. What, you want cheese on that or something? Come on, man, I gotta get going. Let's go. Come on. That's an also appropriate way when you can file a complaint. Again, what does this mean for the channel? So I'm gonna be doing some GTA 5 stuff, hopefully with Night. If not, then I'll just fuck around, I guess. I'll probably do some GTA 5 mods if I can get like clean version, so when I want to go online with the vanilla version and then mod version, the switch to work, because the game doesn't work apparently when it's just copied. I might be doing some 5M stuff. Let's see, 5M. I'm hoping I can get. I just ordered some HDMI stuff, so I can get like. I think I had a splitter at some point where I can play some old PS3 games on the channel. I still have my capture card. Don't know if it works because I think I dropped it like once. So I could play my Xbox on a big TV there. I might have to move that camera to someplace I don't want to in order for it to actually work. But that's a thing. Those are things that are gonna happen. I actually might move the TV like here, and then I could just move the camera like here. And then just push all my kitchen stuff like over here. It'll be in the background. I don't want it to be in the background, but that's probably what's gonna have to be done, so I don't have to like move my setup to somewhere else. So yeah, that's a thing. GPU price, graphics card prices are falling. Like they were like this, and now they're just kind of like a 2% decline over like a month or something. They are falling slightly, and that's a good thing. Not that I would have the money to buy a graphics card, but it's a good thing in the future. So, I guess that's it. Thank you everybody so much for listening. I'm gonna edit this down a little bit, but ooh, that was a humdinger. Ooh boy. Thank you all for listening to my story. Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. If you like me sharing my life stories, please leave a thumbs up on this video. Or if you don't like to see these type of vlogs, please do thumbs down. That just lets me know if you guys actually want to see the stuff or not. You guys can also comment down below on things you want me to either react to or play. I will probably be doing a gameplay video at some point later on the night, but yeah, that seems about right. I'll probably also stream at some point in the morning too, if you guys want me to do that. Thank you. Please leave. You can all please subscribe. That's also a thing you can do. Helps me reach the 1,000 subscriber goal. Shit, man. I don't really have anything else to say for an outro other than deuces.